Up, 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 up.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hello. Welcome to the Peeragogy Accelerator Nano Micro Edition. This show. There's Charlie Danoff and Charlotte Pierce. Yep, Charlotte and I have just been chatting about local Peeragogy events and online collaborations that are all going reasonably well. Charlie, how's it going over there?
It's going very well. Chicago's had some nice weather for us past couple of days, and made some progress on last week. We had a nice meeting and made progress on our accelerator projects, and kind of talked about. Sure, we'll get into more detail here, but how the accelerator has been going the past 4 weeks, and we did a reflection on that, so that was fun.
What about your zine thing?
The zine thing is going. We're gonna push back the publication, so I'm gonna publish it on July 14th, not the 30th, but it will have accelerator stuff through that weekend. Yeah, so.
And do you have what you need from us as far as?
For the most part, yeah. I need to give you guys feedback on what you've done. But yeah, no, you guys have done your parts, so I'm good on that. I've just been a little busy, or not managing my time as efficiently as possible, and but yeah.
I just got a new. I have someone who's helping me with time management, and she sent me a whole calendar yesterday, and so far I've blown off all the stuff that I was supposed to do this morning.
That happens to the best of us.
Oh God. Well, maybe she'll forgive. She'll give me a little grace period or something.
Probably.
Yeah, it's nice to have that. She should. She's helping.
I can only hope. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I was just looking at our sort of homework for this week. I think we're already kind of ahead. I mean, it says distill your ideas by writing an essay. So I know I was telling Charlie that his UP essay was looking good. The long-term plan there.
What I don't understand what UPE is.
The UP is the uncertainty principle.
That's the zine.
Uncertainty principle. Okay, that could be confusing for people who've never heard of it too.
It could be.
Well, they haven't been published in it yet, but yes, you've already submitted there, so you should know. UP is
I should know.
You should know because you submitted there. So, but it says, let's see. So great essay there. Mine maybe was looking okay. Visual sketches were not doing so good. Did anything ever go on with Amanda? You guys were talking about that course. Did that run?
The course.
Amanda's been running the course. You said.
Yeah, it's been. This is the last session tonight at 6. But I have a sculling class, so I can't.
Oh no.
I know. I don't know how. This is my time management thing. I get like I booked the course. I booked the thing, and they just went like on separate universes.
Yeah, I think maybe the first rule of time management is don't double book yourself. That always happens. So yeah, visual sketches though, you could apply what you learned and blow Amanda out of the water while drawing a sketch while you're rowing. Look, you could.
Oh my God, that sounds so stressful. My coach is bad enough, but yeah. I could do that. Oh.
It's interesting to consider how you would do it.
Anyway. Maybe I could draw with my teeth.
Or maybe after, when your muscles are so fatigued from rowing, then you can try to draw something, and it'll be so bad that you'll just have to laugh at it, and it'll be really
and it'll be really helpful for the rest of the class.
Yeah. There you go. That sounds good. Beautiful. It could be sort of a Picasso. Okay, or creating.
Are we getting some stuff from Amanda for the uncertainty principle?
It's not a bad idea.
That is a very good idea. I do not believe that is happening yet, but
you could even, hand draw her own advertisement. I'm sure.
For those who don't know, Amanda Lyons is the illustrator for the Peeragogy project for Handbook, and the event that we are conducting now has one of her pieces as the banner.
It does.
So
Nice tie-in. Well,
yeah.
how's IPNE, Independent Publishers of New England?
Yeah, the
Charlotte's
ipne.org
Accelerator
is, yeah, the
project.
I was telling Joe a couple things. I mean, we've lost a few board members recently, and so the crisis, and we're trying to pick out some patterns, pedagogical patterns, as I was talking about this. But the crisis of the departure of the board members has kind of activated some good stuff, some progress, and I was just kind of, moaning about it to a friend, colleague over lunch, and she says, well, I'm an accountant. Why don't I join the board and be your treasurer? So yeah, so it was like, I don't know, it was my kind of giving up and kind of letting go of, trying to be in control of it, and she sort of stepped in and just, and a lot of other good stuff happened in that conversation too. So she has an office at the Cambridge Innovation Center, which is kind of like a hub, innovation entrepreneurship hub, and she's goes to networking events almost every day there, and has gotten like $15,000 worth of business. That's
Wow.
It was just, it's partly her personality and her capabilities, but it's also just, she's Chinese. She's just taking advantage of it.
The Chinese.
Yeah.
Are there others there who are also Chinese who she can, use
I don't
Chinese?
know. Yeah, she's been here for a while, but her daughter was in my daughter's 8th grade class.
Cool. Yeah, well, it's interesting. I mean, I think there's an interesting stereotype that was true in the Midwest about the Hmong people sharing a van. So they'd buy one van and 20 people would car share it or something. Very efficient kind of ties. You were saying some really cool things though, Charlotte, about the local thing. I wrote down a couple notes on the pirate pad.
The coffee house.
One of the assignments was mentoring. So you had this great experience where you were mentoring someone else on some tech things, and I was saying, now that they've got it, next time they'll come back, and that part will be easy.
Right. So when the co-president of IPNE and I were talking this morning, we were, was trying to make an agenda for our board meeting tomorrow, and she was just totally resisting getting on the document to help with the agenda. She said, just send it to me in an email. It's like, this is crisis mode. We can't be kiting emails around and worrying about versions and stuff. And so she finally, I sent her the link, just like I did the link to the accelerator to you, and but to a document. And she got on. She said, oh, well, here I am. And started working on it, and we got it done in like 10 minutes. We were done with the agenda. With some pretty significant, strategic decisions made in that time.
Cool. Yeah, I thought that was a good one, and I've had similar ones with Madeline about programming. I learn a little bit of Python. She learns a little bit of LaTeX. It's very good. Skill share. The other reflection I was saying is well, look, if our individual projects are going well, then even if the Peeragogy thing feels a little slow, and the acceleration is a very snail's pace of acceleration, even so, it's a success. If we're doing individual projects well, so I felt very optimistic about that. And the other
I
thing,
think if we could if we're just mindful of the pedagogical principles, patterns that work as we sort of facilitate our different projects, it's helpful.
Yeah, and one of the things that came up last week, and it was just mainly me and Charlie chatting back and forth, is we were saying, well, look, if there had been 6 people in the meeting, we wouldn't have had the same conversation. That much was clear. And it's the same with the three of us. I mean, it's a good size. If we had 6 people, sure, it would feel great because we'd feel like popular, but it wouldn't be the same kind of focus. So it's just
yeah,
those
it's
issues.
taking advantage of the situation that you're in instead of moaning about or
Absolutely.
being or letting it lock you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think,
we were having a conversation with some people, the IPMI people, and they wanted to kind of like deconstruct what had gone on with these people quitting, and I just, there's some value to that, I guess, but there was just so much time spent, like, why did they do this, and when did they send what email when, and
oh yeah.
so I
There's
kept
an
saying,
interesting,
let's
there's an
focus on
interesting,
what makes us go forward and stuff.
yeah. There's an interesting research article that said people who are encouraged to journal after something sad happens, I think it was after a breakup, they were encouraged to journal, and it just made them feel worse because they would just stew in feeling bad. Whereas the people who were encouraged to write down, not really journaling, but like just a really quick kind of bullet list of what had happened during the day, rather than exploring their feeling, they got
Yeah.
much better because it's just like what happened. It was, I think you had pointed something about that on Google Plus about take really brief micro notes after a meeting or something like that. So that's actually mentally healthy rather than stewing.
Yeah, you can get bogged down.
Yeah. Hi Lisa, how are you doing?
Hey, Lisa.
Out there in California.
Lisa, you're smiling.
All right, well, Joe, you want to give a quick...
I'm trying to get off mute, sorry. I've been
fine,
listening a little bit on the other channel. I just am joining the chat.
Cool.
Very cool, very cool. All right, well, Joe, you want to give a quick update? And I gotta bounce. You guys.
Yeah. Well, I would say we've got this little homework thing, but like I said, we've done a lot of the individual project homework. I think that our big task is going to be to do it for the pedagogy thing. And Charlotte had a good idea. Why don't we have a handbook meeting? So
I like
since we're
that. I like that.
a bit ahead maybe on the individual projects, I think we should try to think of what is our next handbook goal, and maybe that can be our homework for...
Yeah, because the handbook, I mean, we don't want to make it our only reason for being, but it is kind of our logo icon rallying point.
Yeah, and if we're going to do something cool, if we're going to do something really cool with it, then we've got time, if we're going to print it on whatever giant sheets of handmade paper or something, then we've got time to figure out how we're going to do it. But
because I don't think we've been back to the manuscript since we really published it.
No, and that we have had a few cool ideas about like Charlie, you were sending me emails like, what if we interview these people or whatever? So, something like that. So yeah, maybe next week we should bring in some.
Yeah,
some
we also
ideas.
need to go through the WordPress and make sure all those videos are public because they were removed and they're
lots
not.
of details like that. Yeah, and I've got to make that new PDF, so it's possible I could do that by next week. I should be able to, Joe.
All right.
Well, if you could take us.
Planet Math. Sorry. All right, I got bounce.
Okay.
But you guys should go through Planet Math. And then yeah. All right. Well, and then Wednesday, 3:15 p.m. Central, 4:15 Eastern. If it's 9:15 p.m. UK, we'll have our next hangout. So anybody who is available should come, and it'll be announced on the Peeragogy Handbook Google Plus page.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, thanks guys.
So yeah, I guess here's one thing. I put a link out to my CV, so I'm not trying to like show off. It was just a good test document of some conversion from LaTeX to HTML. So we've gone the one way of converting a website from basically HTML into LaTeX, and this is a nice thing going back the other direction, although the formatting's not perfect, but it was a proof of concept. I showed this to the guy who hired me and Madeline to do some of this work, which happens to be about CVs. And he said, well, look, we've already got a tool for the conversion. But there it is, just as a little proof of concept about that, and learning experience for me about remembering not to overdo, because yes, he's already got something that does it. So that was a little micro Planet Mathy thing that I've been trying to learn a new skill. Oh, I'm about to become famous.
Yeah.
Yes, really famous. Wow.
Angus. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, you're a
Yeah,
Scottish.
tell them up in Edinburgh. You can tell them, look, I know this.
Whoa, yeah, I will throw my weight around.
Totally. Yeah, they'll give you extra haggis. Yeah, so yeah, basically with Planet Math, there's lots of interesting next steps. Chatting with Ray has had quite a few bright ideas of like, wouldn't it be nice to be able to do all this great technology stuff? And I think getting the time management in order is good, and getting the thesis cleared out. I have one other report, idealistically. Okay, this is a big confession that it's hard to see it working. Here's my 24-hour clock that I came up with on paper, but don't know if you're ever going to really stick to it. Oh, you want it again?
Yeah, okay.
There it is. Early to rise, work all day, and then sleep. But anyway.
That's your time management calendar.
That's my idealistic time management calendar. I think I need to make an idealistic version and a realistic version. Anyway, that's it for me. Any other updates from you, Charlotte, you want to share before we head off?
No, I guess I kind of have two projects that I was talking about today, but it's been helpful to talk about both of them. And
yeah, so there's the IPNI project, and then the music.
The coffee house concerts. So both of those are heavily collaborative endeavors, and you know they just wouldn't happen if we didn't have a collaborative process going. So
do you have artists making flyers for your coffee house concert?
Yes, actually, yeah. My experiment with centralizing, focusing on one show and bringing in people who are intensely interested in that theme was really helpful. It's a children's concert, so we've got people from the church who have young kids, and then I just put stuff in a document, sort of like I led the document with just some leading questions to get the conversation going.
Mm-hmm.
And then the artists are interested because they have friends and they have people they know who are good musicians, and they had suggestions about the publicity and stuff like that. So I'll just screen share the working document.
Beneficial self-interest. If the artists know musicians, they want to play, they have friends, they want to come here.
Right. So this is I just put these things in, and then people came by, the people I shared it with came by and added a bunch, like this is all stuff that they added, and then I commented on it. And
cool.
So this hasn't happened before, really.
Nice.
It's a new thing.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, I'll look forward to seeing the poster of it. I think that if you guys make a poster, because then that's like a thing.
Yeah, it'll be the. I'll put something up there. I have a kind of a 4-concert lineup, but one of the musicians is going to do the specific concert poster.
Cool. Nice.
Should I get the chat here, or do you?
Yeah. That sounds good. And yeah, I'm sorry you're missing the last drawing class, but that would be so awesome if you do some drawings when you're drawing and rowing, kind of cross-training.
Maybe I can. I mean, my coach would probably make fun of me because, like, whenever I bring a sun hat and a backpack with water or something, he says, "Oh, you're going on an expedition, Jordan?"
Well, just you show him. Draw a picture of him then.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, with this mouth, like a big wide mouth. Okay, I've got the chat. See y'all.
Cool. See you next time. Bye.